Hi, kiddos. Our story this week is called From Seed to Plant by Gail Gibbons. Gail Gibbons was a very curious child. Her parents say that she always asked a lot of questions. She also loved to draw and paint. One of her first jobs was doing artwork for a children's television show. After that, she wrote her first book. Since then, she has written more than 135 informational books. She loves her job because she still likes to ask questions. She finds the answers and then writes about them in her books. So, an informational text gives facts about a topic. As you read, look for pictures and labels, facts and details, and diagrams that help explain the topic. So look for all of those things as you're reading. So this is going to be a nonfiction story, a real story about real things. Most plants make seeds. A seed contains the beginning of a new plant. Seeds are different shapes, sizes, and colors. All seeds grow into the same kind of plant that made them. Many plants grow flowers. Flowers are where most seeds begin. A flower is made up of many parts. Let's look at the parts here. So here are some flowers: a tulip, a daisy, a rose, a pea, a buttercup, and a corn plant. Here are the different parts of a flower. This is the stem, this is the sepal, this is a petal. So at the bottom of the pistil are tiny egg cells called ovules. In the center of the flower is the pistil. The sticky part at the top of the pistil is the stigma. Stamens make yellow powder called pollen. The parts of the flower around the pistil are the stamens. Before a seed can begin to grow, a grain of pollen from the stamen must land on the stigma at the top of the pistil of the flower like itself. This is called pollination. Pollination happens in different ways. Often wind blows from pollen from flower to flower. Bees, other insects, and hummingbirds help pollinate too. While they visit flowers for their sweet juice called nectar, pollen rubs onto their bodies. Then they carry the pollen to another flower where it comes off onto its pistil. If a pollen grain from a flower lands on the pistil of the same kind of flower, it grows a long tube through the pistil into an ovule. This is the beginning of a seed. The seed grows inside the flower even as the flower begins to die. As the seeds become bigger, a fruit or pod grows around them. The fruit or pod protects the seeds. When the fruit or pod ripens, it breaks open. The seeds are ready to become new plants. Some seeds fall to the ground around the base of the plant where they will grow. Some pods or fruits open and the seeds pop out. Sometimes when birds eat berries, they drop the seeds. Other seeds fall into streams, ponds, rivers, or the ocean. There, they travel on the water until they stick to the dirt along a shore. The wind scatters seeds. Some seeds have fluff on them that lets them float to the ground like tiny parachutes. Others have wings that spin as they fall. Animals help scatter seeds too. They hide acorns and nuts in the ground. Some seeds have hooks that stick to the fur of animals or people's clothes. Later, they drop off onto the ground. A flower bed or vegetable garden is beautiful. Seeds are planted to grow in the gardens. The seeds come in small envelopes or boxes. Directions explain how to plant the seeds and care for the plants. So here is a bean. The food is inside. The beginning of the plant shows right here. The seed coat is here. And this is a bean plant. So the beginning of a plant is curled up inside each seed. Food is stored inside the seed too. The seed has a seed coat on the outside to protect it. A seed will not sprout until certain things happen. First, it must be on or in the soil. Then it needs rain to soak the seed and soften its seed coat. This is germination. So the root, this shows germination. When the sun shines and warms the ground, the seed coat breaks open and the seed begins to grow. This is called germination. A root grows down into the soil. The root takes in water and minerals from the soil for food. So this shows the shoot, that's this part, and the leaves. Up grows a shoot. Green leaves grow up from the shoot toward the sun. The plant grows bigger and bigger. The leaves make food for the plant from the water and minerals in the soil, the sunlight, and the air all around the plant. Finally, the plant is full grown. Buds on the plant open into flowers where new seeds will grow. Many of the foods people eat are seeds, fruits, and pods. They are full of nutrition, vitamins, and minerals. And they are tasty too. We do love some good fruits and vegetables. So there is a From Seed to Plant project right here. If you would like to, you all hopefully have your books at home and you can look at that and figure out how to make a bean plant. You do have to have all of the things, so black construction paper and things. If you want to try this, great. If you don't, totally great. And then we have the rest of the things. Our next little story that goes with this story is called Super Soil. So this has a chart that's a drawing that lists information in a clear way. Soil contains many things. When insects, leaves, and twigs die and break down in the soil, they become humus. Tiny bits of broken rock are also found in soil. Soil holds water and air too. The amount of humus, rock, air, and water in soil differs from place to place. If someone promised to give you good soil for growing crops, what kind of soil would you be fortunate enough to get? Soil with lots of humus is best for growing crops. All plants need water. They take water in through roots that grow underneath the ground. They need just the right amount of water for sprouting new growth. Too little water is harmful to plants and may cause drooping leaves. Corn is an important crop to the United States. To grow it needs soil with lots of humus. Deserts are places that get little rain. There is not much humus in the desert soil either. Most desert plants have shallow roots. The roots spread out just below the ground to catch rainwater. Cactus plants store water in their stems. A creosote bush has waxy leaves that do not lose water in the hot sun. These plants grow well in the dry desert soil. Many cactus plants have beautiful flowers. After the flowers have blossomed, they produce many tiny seeds. So, topsoil has a lot of humus. Maybe it's called humus. I don't know. We'll have to look that up. It's dark in color. It is best for plant growth. Clay soil is made of tiny clay pieces. It's sticky when it's wet, and it's brown, red, or yellow. Sandy soil has lots of weathered rock. It feels gritty, and it's tan or light brown. All right, you guys, have a great day. Email me with any questions.